Hello everyone, it's Vampy Cat here, and welcome back to another episode of Tales of Arise. On the last episode, we searched around everywhere for Lord Almeidrea, but we couldn't find her on our own because Deadime gave some bad info to Bayfon. They ended up capturing her on their own, but turns out she's a horrible human being, and she was planning to get captured all along so that she could use the Fruit of Helgen to turn everybody's hatred into astral energy, and she basically killed every single person who was in the square, the entire resistance. So we watched some traumatizing stuff last time, and it definitely affected our characters. It affected Rinwell very much because apparently Almeidrea is the one who killed Rinwell's entire mage clan and her family and everyone. So that's another issue that we have to deal with. We are going after Almeidrea right now. She escaped on a ship, so we are on our own ship and we are about to be fucking pirates. So I'm so excited. I just love everything about pirates. So even though we're not actually pirates, I feel like since I'm on a boat with all my crew, like I feel like a pirate. So that being said, we're just gonna jump into the game and be pirates. I pressed the wrong button. Alright, here we are, stowed away on a cargo freighter. Who should I talk to first? Obviously I want to talk to Law last, because he's my favorite. So why don't we actually just start from one end of the ship and go back down? We did talk to Rinwell last time because it forced the cutscene. But her scene was actually really great because it showed that she's trying to learn that everything is not so black and white of like, just the Renans are evil, just the Danans are good. She is trying to change her mindset, which is really cool. Let's start with Shion.
Lean much further, you'll go overboard. Keeping an eye out for Almeidrea's ship?
I'm looking at the ocean.
The ocean?
Yeah. The waves. They help me think.
That's so fucking cute.
This world is filled with natural wonders. The icy air and white peaks of Cislodia. The lush green glades of Menancia. The harsh wastes of Calaglia. But Menancia has its Lake of Death, and Nias its ruins. And they wouldn't be there if it weren't for that contest.
Say we actually manage to put a stop to the crown contest for good. What do you think will happen between the Danans and the Renans then?
You first.
Oh, this
Well,
is a sweet moment.
I want to believe that the coexistence we saw in Menancia can happen elsewhere too. It's insane for all of us to keep fighting. If Menancia can do it, so can everyone else.
Yeah, I think that would be good too. A world where everyone can get along. At least, that's what I've come to believe.
You sure have changed.
Aww.
I can't lie to you. Since I was young, I've looked down on the Danans too.
But that's what they've been taught, and
But
it's
I've
okay
seen
to
a lot.
learn.
And I see things differently now. I've seen so many ugly and terrible things in this world. And yet, they didn't come from just the Danans. And the good things too. They didn't come from just the Renans. Kindness and cruelty exist on both sides. A person's race doesn't factor into it.
Thank you. Well said, Shion.
I guess you're right after all, Alphen. I have changed.
Oh, every time she touches him, it makes me so, like, emotional.
You know, I've never actually touched another person like this.
Shion.
I actually love them to death. I think they're
Ever since I
so
was on
cute
Lenegis,
together.
I've always been alone. Even after I came to Dana. Always.
And now?
Now she has friends, people she loves.
Do you still not remember your past?
She avoided the
No.
question.
Sometimes it feels like I can almost remember. But then this mask stops me.
The mask keeps you from remembering why you have the mask in the first place. It's a little ironic, isn't it?
A little. Well, it won't be long now before you're rid of those thorns, you know? Only 2 lords remain. And once you have their master course, you'll be able to create the Renaissance, right? Then you can... Shion?
Sorry, it's nothing. Promise.
She probably doesn't want to get her hopes up.
You're right, though. It'll all be over soon.
And she probably doesn't know what's going to happen when it is
I never could have
over.
made it this far on my own. I have everyone to thank for that. Including... especially you, Alphen.
Don't worry about it. We're friends, after all.
Yeah, we are.
She admitted it! Oh my god, that's so cute. That was a really, really good scene. Honestly, I think it is hard to be in Shion's position because obviously she wants to get rid of her thorns, she wants to end her curse, and she now also wants peace and wants to like free Dana and help everybody coexist. But I'm sure she's also afraid that once it is all over, she'll lose like the first friendships she's ever had in her life, the first people who have ever been kind to her, because they're bound together by this journey that they're going on, and once that journey is over, it's like, will you still be friends? Will you still see each other all the time? Or is this like a temporary thing? I can understand how hard that would be for her. Like, obviously she wants to save the worlds and she wants to like free everybody and rid herself of her curse, but at the same time, she doesn't want to give up these friendships that she's never been able to have before. It's a tough situation. So she's got a lot to think about. And honestly, I relate to using nature to help you think. I feel like just looking into nature and being around nature, being surrounded by nature, really like clears your mind and helps you think. So she has a lot to think about, but that was very sweet. She finally fucking admitted that she is friends with these people and that she learned something growing up that she has now realized that it may have been wrong and that it's okay to change her mind on it. That's such a huge step for a lot of people who have grown up being taught really bad things. I mean, it's even something that I've experienced, like growing up in certain communities when, you know, people around you tell you certain things, or you're just used to seeing or hearing certain things, and then when you become like more of an adult and you can think for yourself, you're like, wait, that was kind of messed up, you know? And it's good to be able to surround yourself with different situations and different types of people so that you can relearn the behaviors that were actually very bad that you didn't realize were bad because you were a child, you know, and you had never been told any different. So it's amazing to see that in Shion, and I think Rinwell is starting to go through the same thing. And they're basically on like two different sides of it, where Shion is a Renin who has to relearn that Danans aren't beneath them and they don't serve to be their slaves, they are people. And then Rinwell needs to learn that not all Renins are bad and not every Renin is the person who hurt you and ruined your life, you know? So it's interesting seeing this same situation unfold from two different perspectives, from the two different sides of things. because they are both starting to like grow together and learn that like everything they grew up knowing was not the full story. It's just fucking beautifully written, and I love seeing these kind of stories, especially since they're starting to like care for each other and really become family. Like, they're learning together and they're learning to love each other for their differences. It's just fucking great. Okay, let's talk to Kisara. Let me turn the volume up a little.
So good. Are you all right?
Oh no, is she seasick?
It keeps moving. How can you stand it?
Poor Kisara.
How can you even stand?
Actually, I kind of
I'm
get
not the
seasick
best
too.
person to ask about discomfort. I can't feel pain, remember?
I still can't believe what happened in Niez. Even now. As a lord, my expectations for Almeidrea were already pretty low. But the way she treated human lives like they're mere playthings...
Yeah, she was pretty fucked up.
And it wasn't as if the situation in Niez was improving much to begin with.
You mean Deadheim?
The whole reason I started fighting back was because of my anger at the atrocities of Renan rule. Back then, all I had to worry about was fighting the Renans for the sake of the Danans.
Yeah, but some
Then I met
Danans are
Shion
just
and
as
the people
bad.
of Menancia, and things became a lot more complicated.
And some Renans are
It's
good.
even messier now that we have to worry about Danans like Deadheim.
It used to be that the Danans were the ones in the right, and the Renans were the ones in the wrong. Though, maybe that was just a biased perspective from being on the side of the oppressed.
That's exactly it.
Exactly. I'll never tolerate the Renans ruling over us. But nothing ever ends up being as black and white as you'd expect it to be either. That's clear to me now.
They basically said everything I just said.
That said,
Same
even putting
thoughts.
aside bad apples like Deadheim for a moment, you may be able to free the Danan people, but that won't undo 300 years of oppression. It'll be hard for them to not give in to their resentment. I think maybe that's why I clung to our dream so hard back in Menancia.
Even if his motivations weren't pure, Dohalim has a good heart. He didn't sink to the depths Almeidrea did.
You don't understand. I'm saying that it goes deeper than that. This hierarchy we live in, it's not solely something the Renans invented. I remember a story Rinwell once told me. She said before the Renans invaded, we Danans had our own class system. We are the ones who divided ourselves.
Yeah,
I
every
saw it in Deadheim's eyes.
country,
He
every
wanted to rule
place,
over others.
To hear
they
Bayfall
always
tell
have
it,
people like
Deadheim
that.
wasn't always that way.
But as time went on, and he and the Darkwings fought the Renans, he eventually changed. I guess what I'm getting at is, if we defeat the Renans but just go back to the way things were before, was there even any point in fighting?
No, you have to change
But
things
that
for
world
good.
isn't the one you want to create, right?
Maybe not. But to tell you the truth, these days I'm not so sure that dream is even possible.
You have your promise to Nagal, though. Your home and the people of Menancia are depending on you.
I know. My brother. He truly believed in his dream of coexistence. And I suppose, even now, many people still do. And then, there's you.
Who, me?
You and Shion.
I'm not sure I follow.
Okay, then let me spell it out for you. How many other Renans and Danans do you know that get on as spectacularly
Get on
as the
as
two of you?
spectacularly.
I don't
She's
know that
being
I'd say
vague.
Spectacularly.
Well, I suppose it's really all a matter of how you look at it, isn't it?
She can tell they
Really
like
don't
each
see what you're
other.
getting.
I think I'm getting seasick again. Sorry. Can you just give me a wide berth for a few minutes?
I love Mama Kisara. She's so wise, and she is always kind of challenging her own thoughts and trying to think things through like in different ways. She's so fucking cool. But it is an interesting dilemma that they're facing, because with the Danans having always been oppressed, they never had time to like consider the fact that like other Danans might also want to rule over other people, because any Danans like that had never had the chance to do so. But now that people are starting to be free, of course you're going to encounter more people like Deadheim who, once the Renans are gone, they want to be the rulers, you know? Like, like Kisara said, the Renans didn't invent ruling over people, which doesn't make what the Renans are doing right. The Renans are terribly awful. Like, the people who are, like, enforcing that system, those Renans are awful. The people who created the crown contest and allow it to still happen, the Renans who rule over the Danans in really cruel and horrible ways, they're awful and they will always be awful. But the Danans back in the day still had class systems and people in power, because it's like human nature to want power. And we can fight against that, and we can be the types of people who don't want to harm others, but that doesn't mean that there won't be other people that will succumb to that urge to be the most powerful. And so, Renan or Danan, like, you're not really fighting against one race of people. You need to be fighting against that mindset in order to create a better society. I feel like this has so many parallels to real life. I mean, I'm sure they did that on purpose. It's hard to write a story without using your perspective of the real world, so I'm sure the writers had plenty of intentions on the message of this story, but I don't think that it comes across in like an overly preachy way. It comes across supernatural and just kind of relays this important message of like, we all have the capability of bad and good, and it's not like one person versus the other. Nothing is ever black and white. It's like, it's all about changing the mindset and creating a way that everybody can work together and live peacefully, rather than just trying to destroy one group of people or destroy one country or something like that. Like, we need a world in which people can, I mean, nobody is ever gonna fully get along, but if we at least can have a world where, for the most part, we're peaceful and we're not like trying to rule over people in like fucking dictatorships and stuff, like that at least is a step in the right direction towards peace. So regardless of who the dictator is, you can't just replace one dictator with another. You need to take down the whole fucking system. Not to get political or anything, but like, yes, to get political. All right. Let's talk to Dohalim.
Hold that pose long enough and someone might just come along and paint you.
He does look beautiful.
Any artist who'd see fit to paint me needs their eyes.
What?
What can you tell
It's
me
a
about
fucking
Almeidrea?
lie.
Not as much as you'd probably wish. I only ended up crossing paths with her a handful of times, after I was chosen to be a lord on Lenegus.
Ah, right. I almost forgot about Lenegus. How much do you think they know about what's been going on down here?
It's safe to assume they know everything, though I know not why they choose to remain uninvolved. Perhaps they see what's been happening as just part of the ongoing crown contest.
Even what Almeidrea did? Has it really reached the point where her actions are seen as normal?
Not to my knowledge, no. At its core, the crown contest is a competition to see who can amass the most astral energy.
Yeah, everything is on the table.
Slaves are needed to collect it from. It's therefore against the Lord's interest to kill them.
So then why would Almeidrea do something like that?
We must remember that time is running out in the crown contest. Perhaps her hand was forced, so to speak. It is a way to accrue astral energy faster and in larger quantities than through slave labor. Doing so kills off that labor force, obviously, but it is a means to an end nonetheless.
It's so awful.
No one could have foreseen that something like the Hollowing would arise back when the contest was first conceived.
Is becoming the Sovereign of Rena really that important to the Lords?
Everybody wants power.
It's the greatest prize one can attain in their eyes. In that respect, at least, I'm really not that surprised that Almeidrea resorted to what she did, as utterly despicable as it is.
It's reassuring to hear you feel the same way I do.
I worry that the only reason I never did anything similar in Menancia was due to my lack of ambition.
If you didn't want to be reminded of your past, you could have just plugged your ears.
You think too highly of me. I'm afraid I must respectfully disagree. I'm not nearly as virtuous of a person as you might wish to believe.
If he can
If
even
that's so,
say that,
would you have been so shaken up when Kisara lost her brother?
then that means it's not true.
Why else would you turn your back on your own kind and choose to fight for Miguel's dream? Aren't we just Danans?
A curious choice of words. Did what you see in Mahag Sar hit you that hard?
What Deadheim did to that city, he didn't liberate anyone. Anyone who refused to follow him was an enemy in his eyes. 300 years of Renin rule taught him nothing.
What I have come to understand is that the conflict extends beyond Danan versus Renin. There is an internal quarrel as well. I mean to bring about a true, lasting coexistence in Menancia. But there are more walls we must topple first.
See, you are a good
And you don't think
person.
you can pull it off?
Well, you seem to think you can, at least.
Does that make us enemies?
Insofar as an exchange of swordplay, no, it doesn't.
Not good enough for you?
Are you really... Forgive me. I will continue to fight by your side a while longer. That much I have decided.
I love Dohalim. He really, like, beats himself up for his past, like, how he viewed the Danans and him basically only creating peace because he didn't want to be reminded of his own trauma. Like, he has changed his mind so much since then, but he still tries to say that, like, well, remember what I did? I'm not that good of a person, you know? Even though, like, he's changed so completely. I don't know. He needs to, like, be a little kinder to himself and realize that, like, changing your mind is okay. That doesn't mean you're still as bad as you were in your past. And he's done so many good things, and he's done very little bad things, that regardless of his reasons, especially since he has changed his reasons in the first place, like, you're not a bad person just for that. When he's done so much good and he's never truly harmed anyone just because of his intentions not being the best, especially after he has changed his intentions. I don't know. Dohalim is just a way better person than he likes to believe he is. Okay. Time to talk to my boy.
I took a look around inside the ship just in case, but I didn't find anything that looked like it might be suspicious.
He was investigating the
Thanks. I appreciate
ship.
it.
I fucking love
You know,
Law. That's smart.
It wasn't until I left Calaglia that I finally realized just how big the world is.
When we tore down the wall in Calaglia, and I could finally see the horizon in the far-off distance, I had the exact same thought.
Yeah, it's difficult being in one tiny area
Sometimes
your
the
whole
sea is
life.
different, though. I'm not sure just how to put it. It's almost as if it just goes on forever. I bet my
Law.
old man would have been blown away by this view.
Yeah.
This is so sweet.
Ever since he died, I've been thinking about what it was that he was really trying to say to me at the end. I keep going over his words again and again. And heck, maybe I'm just overthinking it all. But still, sometimes I wonder if it could have turned out differently. If there was something I could have done. But no matter how much I play it back, I'm still no closer to finding any answers.
There's no use
And then
thinking
there's
of
everything
things
with
like
Rinwell.
that.
I stopped her from killing Almeidrea, but was that really the right thing to do? Or did I just end up making things harder for her?
It was the
I feel
right
like such a
thing.
screw
No! Law's so mean to himself
You're not the
too.
only one. I keep asking myself what Zephyr would have done had he been here. Like, I think, how would Zephyr have handled Rinwell?
I think
Yeah,
Law
I
did a
think he
great
definitely
job.
would've stopped her. No doubt about it.
And that's exactly what you did, Law. I think he'd be really proud of you.
He would be proud of you,
Alphen.
Law.
Zephyr's not the worst yardstick to measure ourselves against. Let's both do our best to make him proud.
Sounds like a deal. Thanks, Alphen.
That's so sweet. All of our
Wonder how
friends
much
need to
longer
be
it's going
nicer
be
to
before
each
we catch
other.
up to Almeidrea. I'll ask Mahavar.
Or not each other. I mean, all of our friends need to be nicer to themselves. Like, Law is mean to himself and thinks he's a bad person. Dohalim is mean to himself and thinks he's a bad person. Rinwell and Shion have their own internal struggles. And even Kisara wonders, like, if what she did was just her being super idealistic back in Menancia. Like, I think it's great that every character has their own internal struggles, whether they're big or small. Like, they're all written like they are people, and every person has their own demons to face. And I think it's very apparent in each of these characters that they all are facing different demons, but they're facing them together, and that's what's important. Poor Law, like, I know how that is with grief when, like, you keep thinking, what if there was something I could have done differently? And it eats you up inside. It's not something that's healthy for you to think about, because you're never gonna know what life would be like if you had done different things. And that's not just because of grief. Like, you can never go back and see what would happen if you had done something else. Like, it's not worth thinking about, but something about grief, like, forces you to think about it anyways, because, like, you feel so awful about what happened that you just keep thinking, like, well, could I have changed that outcome? So I understand what he's going through, and it's such a tough thing to have to deal with that I hope him having his friends to support him will at least help him through some of that, because it's so awful. But he really is doing a great job to kind of keep Zephyr's ideals alive, and Zephyr would have been so proud of him. The thing with Rinwell, Zephyr would have done the same thing. Zephyr would not have wanted to see her turning on her friends, becoming consumed by hate just for revenge. Like, she needed to stop and think things through before she actually faced Almeidrea. She just wasn't ready yet, and Law understood that. So it's not like he stopped her from defeating Almeidrea. They're still going to defeat her, but he just knew that, like, Rinwell wasn't ready. So I think what Law did was the right thing for sure. I definitely think Zephyr would have done the same, since Zephyr cared so much about people's feelings. So Zephyr would have been so fucking proud of his son, and I am proud of Law. God, I just love these characters, and it's nice being able to, like, hear their thoughts and understand the struggles that they're facing inside themselves. It just makes them feel like real people, and it makes it feel like we all really are friends, helping each other go through our own problems. It's just so well written. I cannot believe how well written these characters are, and how well written this game is, and the important messages that it's trying to get across while still feeling like a story rather than just, like, super preachy. Like, it was written in such a delicate way with such rich and wonderful characters that, like, it just comes across so well and gets the message across without sounding too much like it's trying to force anything down your throat. I just love this game. I could continue talking about every interesting dilemma that the game brings up, every little piece of story, every characterization and character arc. Like, I could talk about it forever, but obviously I am not gonna do that. So I am gonna continue on, but I really, really am just loving the way that this game was written. That ship had a better head start than I first thought. If you want to take a nap before things pop off, now's the time. Let's rest. We're ready to move on. We've done enough talking and chatting. We're ready to continue. The ocean really is beautiful.
Look who's up. Good timing. We're closing in on her stern as we speak.
It makes me so sad that I also get seasick, considering how much I want to be a pirate and how beautiful I think the ocean is.
She's huge. Law, go gather the others, will you? Think you'll be able to flank them without getting spotted?
Yeah, with the fog as our ally, I think I might just pull it off. Long as we ain't too noisy, we should be okay.
Thank
What'll
you,
do if
pirate
they catch on to
captain.
us?
Not much I can do. Ship that size, they'll probably blow us to bits before we ready
Holy
cannons.
shit, it's massive. It looks like a fucking island, not a ship. God, I want to be a pirate so bad, but I'm actually, not only do I get seasick, I'm also deathly afraid of open water. So I don't think I could ever be a pirate, even though, like, I want more than anything in my life to be a fucking pirate. It's so tragic. I can never have it.
Persistent little things. Evidently, I shouldn't have spared the wretched vermin.
So she does know that we're coming. I don't know if she'll kill us right away, though. She might want to face us just for, like, the fun of it.
Hungry already, my dear? Worry not, for you shall have plenty to feast upon shortly.
Yeah, I think she's the type of person that gets a kick out of, like, watching awful things happen, that I feel like she wouldn't want to just blow us to bits with her cannons, because then she wouldn't get, like, the fun out of it.
I'll stay with the ship so we can leave as soon as you're done.
Good. Then let's find Almeidrea.
Yeah, there's just something about, like people love to watch bad things happen. And not every person, of course, wants to make those bad things happen themselves, but there is something about, like, watching horrible things unfold that, like, you kind of can't take your eyes away from. Like, even if you see, like, a car accident on the side of the road or something, like, you can't help, like, looking at it. Or, like, hearing, like, true crime stories or something. People love to hear true crime stories, even though they're fucking awful, because they're interesting. And I also think they're interesting, but people just, they like to watch tragedy or watch bad things. And I don't know why, it's just part of human nature. Even though most of us don't want those things to happen, they're just interesting and you can't take your eyes away from them. But some people's cases, like Almeidrea, they actually want to see these things happen so badly that they want to create them themselves, and they get this sort of, like, high out of creating tragedy. Members who left have returned to your party.
Shion, I want to thank you.
Rinwell is thanking Shion?
To calm me.
Yeah.
Don't mention it.
I knew what Shion said to Rinwell affected her a lot, because Shion was very kind about what Rinwell was going through. And I think Rinwell really needed it. That's so sweet. She thanked her.
Now that's what I call a ship.
Yeah. The biggest one in all of Mahagsar. So big that it took years to construct.
For all we know, Kelzelik may well have been smuggling materials to help build it. In which case it would be yet another mistake on my part.
Stop blaming yourself for everything that happened.
Only getting materials from Menancia.
You think it's possible that they might have come from elsewhere too? Yeah, I guess I could see it.
But what do you think Almeidrea plans to do from here on out, now that she's abandoned her realm and sailed out to sea?
She'll be filling her coffers with gold, most likely. Then she'll sit back and enjoy the show as the other lords duke it out. Or something to that effect, at least.
I wouldn't put it past her.
She's strong, yet shrewd, and will stoop to any low. A dangerous one indeed.
She's not the first, and she won't be the last. This is a lord we're talking about, remember?
Sounds like you've made up your mind already.
There was never anything to decide. No one who can smile like that while doing what she did deserves to roam free.
Yeah, she enjoyed it.
Yeah, you're right.
She really enjoyed causing that pain. She wanted to see people suffer, and she wanted to know that she was the one who made it happen. She is fucking sadistic.
This might not be the best time, but if you have a minute. That mask of yours, it was shattered by a blow from Balsef when you fought back in Calaglia, correct?
Yeah, thanks for the reminder. I thought it was a goner.
Balsef's brute strength was in a league all its own, yet half the mask remains. It's remarkably durable. Too durable to be Danon in origin.
Shion said the same thing. As if the fact I was wearing it meant there had to be more to me than met the eye.
You recalled your name when the mask broke, I hear.
Yeah, that's right. Although to tell you the truth, I'm a little scared what might happen when I lose the remaining half.
All his memories would come rushing
And
back
again,
at once.
The idea of not doing something because I'm afraid scares me even more. That's why I go on fighting.
Only he who first faces the night catches a glimpse of the dawn.
So
Kinda.
poetic.
It's nothing. Forget I said it.
That's actually beautiful. Did they come up with that, or is that a quote from something else? Because that's a beautiful quote. Thank you, Dohalim, for your endless wisdom. 3 life bottles. Holy hell. They are preparing me for something. What is that door? Okay, wait, let's look at the map. Okay, wait, so this is the way forward. You know the rules when it comes to games. You always go the wrong way first, just to see what's there. Okay, I was gonna say, is there really nothing here? Okay, just some lettuce, that was it. Let's go forward. Look at all these weapons. What is she fucking planning?
No choice. Bring him down! Eat this!
I'm the true gunslinger, she says. She's talking about the guy with the gun. She's saying she's the best one. Oh my god, he is missing fucking everything. I'm sorry, Law. Oh my god. Yeah, these things are kind of fast. Oops. There we go. There's 1 and 2 down. Oh, and I guess they took the marksman out on his own. Oh, I got another skill panel. For who? Ivy Master for Dohalim. Interesting.
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
What is this, like, green fog?
Hi, Hoodle.
Oh, I missed the fucking strike. God damn it. Whatever. He's still going down. I need Law's boost to get rid of the shield. Although I may not even need it. His health is going down pretty easily. But now he's done for.
I know fine weapon material when I see it.
Alright, how do we get past this? What's this thing? Is it just me, or does it look like the one we ran into back in Reveal? Hold on, this one's actually made of astral energy. It might be one of Almeidrea's traps. Crap, so what do we do now? Oh, so what do we do? I don't know why I read it like that. If I manipulate the astral energy, I could get rid of it maybe. I'll just have to give it a shot. Okay, so this is Rinwell's map action. She can get rid of the astral energy. Yeah, she's gonna absorb the energy. Rinwell's the fucking best.
Are you okay? You're not too tired, are you?
No,
Aww.
I'm fine. Let's keep moving.
Law is the most caring one out of like anybody. I mean, obviously they all care about each other, but I think Law and Kisara the most are the ones who like to like protect and take care of people and make sure that everybody is okay. I feel like Law on the outside seems like the least likely person to do that, but he's actually the one that cares like so fucking much. Like, that was so sweet. He was the first person to be like, hey, are you okay? You're not too tired? Like, you're feeling all right? He's such a good guy.
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah, and the pummeling to me. You're done.
I'm on this over.
Devastation.
Here, let me help with the stop time. I can only rely on
Throbs in pain.
Radiant Pierce! I'm out!
You're done.
God, something about fighting as Law is like one of the most satisfying things I have ever done in a video game ever. He is just so fucking fun to fight as. All of his moves are fun and satisfying, and he's so fast, but so mobile and does so much damage, especially if you can manage not to get hit for a while. It just feels so good to fight as him. Okay, let's head through. There's an elevator. I'm assuming we can't get through it yet. Yeah, the elevator's offline, so we're gonna have to find a way to turn the elevator back on. Can I jump over this? No. I have to walk around. Ooh, a peach gel. That's very helpful. Okay, what's being protected in this room here? A chest. Well, let's keep fighting them because these guys, they're not too bad. And I think I have enough orange gel that I can use one if I really need it. Yeah, I didn't actually take his astral arts, whatever. I definitely should have dodged that, but I just also kind of like didn't care. Why is Talon Hurricane so fun? Damn it, I got hit. I had something going. I already forget what it's called, but I had my glowy blue fists.
Managed to pull through.
Can I, hello? 10,000 gold? Okay, that was worth it for sure. Let's check out this room as well. Do you have anything for me here? Oh, they came in here.
Little help.
They both have shields.
You think that shield will save you?
It ain't gonna help you for long.
I'm out. Watch and Shipwrecked mine. Attack time. Kisara, frozen. Hammer. Here, let me help. Radiant, here. Here, let me help. Here's a healing arc.
Oh, God. Oh, I missed it because I was in the fucking air. Some of those air combos, like, unless the enemies are flying enemies, you just get stuck in the air. And you can't do anything. You're just sitting there, like, flailing around. Ooh, another orange gel. They're giving me a lot of good items. That's, like, kind of worrying. Because you know when it starts giving you all the potions and life bottles and stuff like that, it's trying to prepare you for something.
In an instant.
Dance in the wind. You're flying here. Mega ray. Watch and
Demon Fang.
There you are.
Look sharp.
Lightning Tiger Blade!
I need to be stronger.
Okay, we've got a couple more side rooms. I have to go around.
Right, here goes.
Oh. I don't know if I use that in time. Let's get rid of his shield.
Don't give up. I never miss. I'll end you. Back into the fray. Annihilation. Radiant here. Eat this. I'll end you. We're not finished. Annihilation. Mega ray. Eat this. I'll finish you here and now. Slash. I'm on. Here's a healing arm.
Demon Fang. I'm on. Double storm. Coming through. Ha! Now. Scarlet and
Well, he just destroyed everybody.
I have to be. this world.
Don't worry, I've got your back.
Is this where we need to be? I hope so. Hopefully whatever is on the desk is like a, some kind of elevator key or something. Oh, that one is so cool. I shouldn't have done the air one. He's just like flailing around in the air right above him. Yeah, I think unless the enemies are aerial enemies, I need to do like the eagle dive so it can send me back down after I go up, you know? Otherwise, I'm just gonna be like hanging out in the air above them. So I can do like an upward, but then I have to like send myself back down like that. Yeah, like that. Yeah, so then I eagle dive, yep, and it'll send me back down instead of just like flailing in the air directly above him doing no damage. That's what I gotta do. If I go upward, I need to eagle dive if the enemy's on the ground.
Well, look who's in a bright.
Yeah, there we go.
Never seen
Access
anything like
key.
It's an authentication key. They're quite common.
it. Maybe where you're from, but this is new to me.
It might go in an elevator somewhere. We should test it out.
Alright, head back to the elevator. Oh, we have many destinations. I'm unsure where we should be going. Let me, okay, wait, yeah. Okay, so actually this is the only place we can go now anyways. Nothing else is accessible. Here's a map of the place. So we have to go that way. This way is optional, but I want that chest. For 32 CP, whatever, let's do it. Ooh, this place is interesting. Oh, my peach shells are full? Yeah, my peach shells are full. Why don't I fight these guys and use a peach shell in the battle?
Out of our way!
I'll run you through!
Mega Ray! It's a duel of the hour!
You're done! Here I come! Got fired!
I got it! Let him go!
All yours! I'll run you through! Too slow! Come and get it! I'll run you through! Finish it! You're wide open!
Oh, and Raging Star!
Follow me! I'll run you through! I'll run you through! I'll end you! Blow away! Rising water! You're done!
Let's just use that peach shell right now since, oh, did he even use it?
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
No, he didn't even use it. Let's use it. Let's use it on Alphen, because Alphen's health is much lower. That way we can pick this peach gel up. Mushroom. There's more enemies over here? Jesus! Oh, fuck. A fucking Creepzilla. Let's take out the little guy first. And this treasure chest better be worth it. Okay, he's down. We can focus on the Creepzilla.
on it! Ignite!
Not in your dreams! Radical field! Here comes!
I'm on it!
You're mine!
You're mine!
Lightning
Rolling
Almeidrea!
alpha! First right! I'll run you through!
Win now!
I'm on it!
My astral energy!
Eat this! I'll run you through!
Lightning!
First strike!
I'm out of ammo!
I'm on it!
Cover the tower!
Hurricane! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Raging cascade!
First strike! You're done!
Jesus, they're all dying, and my CP is like very low right now. I'm gonna have to use an orange gel.
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for.
Can't be happening.
Got it! I'll leave it to you! Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang! Eat this! Talon Storm! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous Claw! Eat this! You're done! Swallow Blade! Eat this! You picked the wrong fight! I'm on it! Take this! Storm! I can carve through armor! Eat this!
I'm just gonna use an apple gel. The apple gels are like almost worthless now.
He's such a
Oh! What? Holy shit! I did not realize we were all gonna die on that. Oh, there's 2 chests here.
I need to get stronger.
I thought we had that, and then we all just fucking died. White
Looks like
cloak
some solid equipment.
and the magic emblem. Raises elemental attack. That would be good for Rinwell. Yeah, so that's a new cloak for Rinwell, and then this magic emblem would be great for her. I cannot believe we died on that. Jesus. Oh, there's so many enemies in this room.
Let's dispose of the trash.
I'll run you through!
Why am I focused on this? I want to get the little one.
First strike! Talon Storm!
Lightning orb! Raging cascade!
Demon Fang! Light burst forth!
Radiant genesis!
Oh, I don't think I've seen that one before.
This one's mine! Now,
First strike!
more for the stockpile! Hup!
Sword Alpha!
Ah,
Here!
I'm on Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
Glacial spear! Wind after wind! More where that came from!
Not today!
Raging cascade!
I'm on it! This has got your name on him! I'm on it!
oh, I am low on CP again. I might as well use it.
I'm out of ammo! Blah, blah, blah! Magic! Spear! Annihilation! Into the shadows! More where that came from! Mega ray!
How did it not trigger the... Oh my god. That should have triggered the Mystic Arts because I was holding the button down.
Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang! I'm on it!
Well, at least we didn't
Could've
die
been
this
worse.
time. Where am I going? This way. Oh, she has tons of Zugals trapped here.
Indeed. I believe it's safe to assume these were used in her experiments.
They certainly look as twisted as her.
Jesus. She was awful. So Zeugal in a cage, if it's not being sicked on intruders, maybe it's Almeidrea's pet or a lab rat. The improved endurance experiment was a success. Lord Almeidrea will be most pleased. Her lordship is rather taken with this Zoogle. The entire lab was almost fired over it. That must be the one that she had with her. It's like her pet almost.
This is...
I remember seeing instruments just like this back in Estalu before.
It looks and smells like some kind of medicine.
Whatever this place was used for, I doubt it was anything of repute.
Jesus, she has all these vats of weird stuff. Do we need something over there? Are you guys protecting something?
Hi, Hoodle. Not in your dreams.
I'll punch that gun out of your hand!
Use a healing arm. Now.
Look sharp! Lightning fire blade!
Let me help.
The enemy wields artificial.
Split it open! Be my guest! I'm on! Rising arm!
Lightning arm.
You're done! Rinwell! Demons descend! Flashing bang!
Here's a healing arm.
Warlock blade!
Eat
Try
this.
this! Watch this! Armor won't save you! Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclone!
Dance in the wind. Air drop.
Oh, he died from that. Jeez.
Any more of this and I'll burn out! Can't get out of this! You're done!
Here, let me help.
Eat dirt! I really don't like you!
Lightning arm.
Tornado Alpha! Raining Blaster! I'm on! You're done! Too slow! I'm on!
If it's in the sky, it's mine. I never miss.
You're mine!
Eat this. Lightning condemned. Thunder blast.
Right! I'll run you through! Tally
Not in your dreams.
Blow away! Eat this! Watch this!
Lightning condemned.
He just got so fucking bullied.
Demons descend! Flashing bang!
How much longer will our healing arts last?
Okay, we got the access key B. Now we can go through floor 2. We still have 2 more floors to go through after this floor. And this one is huge. Oh my god.
Do you sense one of your friends who...
Oh. What is this?
What is that huge flower-looking thing up there? Is that the ship's engine?
Indubitably. As one might
Indubitably.
expect, large ships require large engines in order to sail.
And if we destroyed it?
We might well sink the ship. Who knows if we would be able to escape before that happens.
Poor Law
Almeidrea
just wants to
sure has been busy
destroy
since the
things.
contest began.
This isn't Almeidrea's doing.
You mean she didn't build this?
The body, yes. However, my guess is that the engine comes from a starship.
A starship? As in one of those vessels used to go to and from Lenegis?
Correct. The technology employed on Lenegis and in starships is more advanced than anything in our daily lives. Almeidrea may be resourceful, but she could never produce an engine like this on her own.
You mean to tell me we've got even bigger enemies waiting for us up in the sky? Ugh, my head hurts just thinking about it.
Don't worry about that for now. Just focus on taking care of Almeidrea.
Okay, so we have a lot to fucking explore here. We have a lot of guys to fight. These guys are lame, so why don't we just fight them? Because these guys won't take too long for us to defeat.
No choice. Now you'll learn. Take this. I'm going in.
Kisara,
don't even know if we took damage on that.
I've used a bit too much healing.
Ah, shit. Let's just use another fucking orange gel. Why not? That takes up so much CP, but I want to collect all the chests and things.
Oh, this looks nice and tough.
Why don't we explore this whole side of the ship first? I don't see anything over there. I haven't walked in here yet. Oh, there's so many enemies. Whoa! What the?
Armor won't save you.
You'll pay for what you did.
I'll end you.
Can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
The enemy wields
We'll soon see about that.
You shouldn't have messed with me.
So let's go. Here's a healing
Oh, I missed the fucking mystic arts, my bad. Okay, let's just pick them off, pick off the little ones as much as I can. Oh no! There are just so many of them. This one's almost down. Okay, a mystic arts. That is definitely gonna help.
Scarlet Inferno.
Here, let me help you.
This one's mine. I'm on it.
Okay, now all we've got left is the red guy.
Say no more.
No further. That's enough.
More for the stop.
Radiant Pierce. Demon Fang. Demon Fang. This one's all mine. Burn.
It's weakened.
This ends now. Watch this. I'm on confrontation. Armor is all mine. I'll run you through. Rising water. Armor won't save you. Falcon. First strike. You're done. Demon Fang. Storm. I'll run you through. I'm on it. I'll rip you through.
I'm all knocked out.
I'll tear you apart.
Shion, astral energy. Full throttle.
I can feel my power growing.
11,000 gold. We are getting so much money here. Ooh, yes, this is what we need. Okay, that let down a barrier. You see an owl somewhere? Down here? We're gonna have to fight these guys for sure.
Out of our way.
For my lord! This one's mine! I'm on it! You're done!
Freeze Lancer. I'll have to take my revenge on
almost out of CP again. Oh, I missed the fucking strike.
Astral energy.
Say no more.
Hear me. Flame down. Burning glacial spear. Pierce evil.
Take this! I'm on Demon Fang! You're done! Double Demon Fang! I'm on
Now. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished. They've really got us on the ropes.
I want to go in there. I'm gonna be wasting all my fucking orange shells.
That equipment should come in handy.
Ooh. New equipment is always helpful, and it's for law. That was definitely worth using the orange shell. But where is this owl? I hear it. Right there. Butterfly wings.
You're saying we should check the owl forest?
Oh, and we have something in the forest now too. There's a lot of stuff on this floor. Oh my god, I think I caught all of them at once by accident. That's not really what I wanted.
I can carve through
Not
all
in your dreams. Here, I can't heal you forever. Shion, astral energy, full throttle.
Rising you wide open!
Leave the ensnaring to me. We're all contained.
Do it! Shion, astral energy, full throttle. The water. In here, first aid.
One's mine! I really owe you one.
This one. Score. Here I go. I'm only getting started. Shion, astral energy, full throttle.
Okay, one more. And it's just one of the marksmen, so he's not gonna take too much. Okay, we're done.
Lightning Tiger Blade!
I'm pretty worn out.
Want to rest up for a bit?
Ooh, saffron. I think I have a couple of those. Yeah, elemental defense, attack, penetration. Give everything to law. I always give everything to law. Because my other party members, like, rarely stay alive through the battle anyways. Except for Shion. And even Shion dies half the time.
I'll take that.
Okay. We have explored everything in this room. Oh my god. Of course. And that's what I need. Oh, come on. Why don't I save and then go in there and see if it's worth it? Oh, I don't even have enough CP to. Fully restores one ally's HP as well as healing KO and physical ailments. That's worth it. So if I die, I get one free full heal. Oh wait, there's something on the other side. A pineapple gel, that's nice. And then, we didn't go these ways. All right, we've grabbed all the stuff. Let's head forward. Oh! I have full peach gels again. Let's use it on Rinwell. All right, we have to go through here. And we're gonna have to fight them. There's no way to get around that. Let's try not to die this time. Where is he? Oh, he's way in the air.
I never miss. Here. Let me have it. Glacial spear.
Not today! You won't make a fool of me! Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down.
Blow away!
Oh, it's
Take
I can only rely on myself.
annihilation. I'm on it. You're done.
And more than that for now! Demon Pet! That's much better. It's go time! I'll smash you!
I gotta keep an eye on the Creepzilla. I need to make sure it's in my field of vision. I'm already out of CP again.
End of the Mongol, you are gonna pay for that! First strike! You're done! Sharpler's flash! I'm on it, Peg! I'll run you through!
I'm all stuck up. This one's mine. I never miss.
Eat it! It's time! First strike! I'll end you! Rising water! Away!
I tried to use a peach gel. Why did I not use it? There we go.
Eat dirt!
Let's put you out of your misery.
Okay, okay. Now we just have to worry about the Creepzilla. Everybody's dead. I don't want to use my last orange gel.
Ready to go. Almost. It's over. Lightning. Downfall.
Now you see what I can do!
I'm out. Back into the fray.
Eat this!
Lightning.
You're done!
Downfall. Ready?
strike.
Here. I'm not watching. Damn it. It's time to finish this.
Yes.
Die. Consuming wildfire. Mega ray. Annihilation. Mega ray.
Take this! That's enough! Watch this! Eat this!
Oh, Mega ray. Let the marksman handle this. This one's mine.
I'm on it!
There. How's this? Lightning.
Eat this!
Oh, it can't be happening.
I'm on it!
Well, I guess I'm on my own.
You.
I think the thing I need to worry about the most is if it charges.
Eat this! You're done! First strike! First strike! I'll run you through! Coming to
The earth throbs in pain.
take this! Eat this! You're done! I'm on it! Almost! I'm on it!
It was nice while it lasted.
I'm on it! I'll run you! Here we go again! I can carve through armor! Eat this! I'll run you through! Eat this! Talon Storm! Almost! Denied! I'll end you!
Okay, that's one charge we got down. Get out of there.
Take this!
God, this battle is gonna take so long when I'm the only one.
Shattering of pieces! Attack!
I'm scared I'm not gonna have enough items when I get to the end of this, because I'm sure there's a boss battle. Although sometimes they do have like merchants near the end of areas, so I'm hoping that they do have a merchant for me when I get to the end of this stupid ship.
Can't get out of this! That freaking does it!
He's such a failure.
After all that time, a fucking tongue swipe, I wasted so many fucking items. I'm mad. I'm actually mad.
She sure spared no expense on her castle.
This must be...
The captain's quarters. The presence of the spirit vessel and the sheer extravagance on display can leave no doubt.
There's no one here.
Yeah, but I doubt she's out for a moonlight stroll. You think she jumped ship and ran away again?
I doubt it. The conniving witch is probably up to something.
I'm
Agreed.
sure she is.
In any case, as long as she hasn't suddenly sprouted wings, she has to be somewhere on the ship. Let's keep looking.
Oh, this place is gorgeous. We got another
Where is
access
keys
key.
being placed? Looks like she's daring us to come find her.
She is.
Like it's all some damn game to her.
This is where she was sitting with her pet. It is like a game. She's one of those people. Oh, there's her spirit vessel. She's one of those people who gets a kick out of causing harm to others. She wants to watch other people suffer, and she wants to know that she is the one
What's wrong, sweetie?
that
Something
did it.
Maybe he just doesn't like being in her room.
I think there's more to it than that. What could it be?
Maybe he can sense like her pet Zoogle because he's like an animal. He can sense like a much stronger animal. What? Seriously? They respawn? And I can't, oh my god. Why do they respawn? That's terrible. No, I'm not fighting this again, just kill me. Okay, so we have to run back to the elevator. Hopefully there's not too much on the final floor because I have no CP and I have no health. I'm hoping when I go down here, it's literally just gonna be like a merchant and a like healing spot. I'm assuming both of these go to the same place. Yeah, they both go to the same place. Okay. This is our major battle
Is this the
here.
ship's cargo? What a pain. I can't see anything past all this stuff.
Be on your guard. You know there could be something hiding around here.
Okay, I just want to make sure I'm not missing any, like, items or anything.
I'll take that.
They didn't even see us? Wow, fucking idiots. What is that? Oh my god, wait, hold on. Don't chase me. Okay, they chased me.
Right, here goes.
I'm just gonna let him kill me.
Take this.
Actually, we might be able to just do this without taking damage.
Be like it.
I was overconfident.
We got this, Rinwell.
It's go time.
No hit run.
My shield.
There we go. No hits.
Flashing bang.
Knowing when we're in too deep is necessary to survive.
We may tend to push ourselves a little too hard.
Yeah, listen, I am very aware that we are in too deep right now. But, I'm assuming we're gonna get healed before we go into the final battle. What the fuck is that thing? We're not gonna mess with that. These guys are protecting, okay.
Out of our way.
We might just die here too, who cares?
I need to get stronger.
This'll make us even more formidable.
Can I just sneak past this thing? Oh, nope.
Go no further.
I don't think we're gonna win this fight.
I've let you all down.
Not done yet.
All right. That,
Did that get rid of the barrier?
it released a
We'll just have to
barrier,
go back
but
and
where
check.
was the barrier? I don't remember where the barrier was. Oh, here. Okay, it was on this level. There is a healing point, but I don't see any merchants, so I might just be stuck with the healing items that I have.
If Almeidrea's not in her own room, just where the hell is she?
It's possible she may be on the bridge, but I would guess that she's waiting for us elsewhere on the ship.
Which means she's most likely chosen a place where she'll have the advantage in a fight.
Be careful, guys. I came from an entire family of Danon mages, and that woman murdered all of them. All on her own. I hate to say it, but she's an incredibly powerful astral artist.
We already know she specializes in controlling wind astral energy. But on top of that, she might try to sick that monster on us again, too.
Right. To that woman, life itself is just a toy for her to play with. Let's make sure we put an end to it.
All right, let's heal up. Wait, so what's this way? Because obviously there's two ways to go. The other way.
One last place to look. Straight ahead.
No, I think these both go to the same
Almeidrea.
spot. Yeah, past this door, a battle with a lord awaits. Let me at least just save first. Here we go. Let's go on in. Let's face Almeidrea, our fourth lord.
There she is! Almeidrea!
But all alone? Watch yourselves. She's probably planning something.
I was getting rather tired of waiting around. Oh my, and I see you came along as well, Danon Witch.
Almeidrea.
I can't wait for her to die.
I thought you couldn't stand the sight of me. Go on, little one. Show me the full force of that hatred of yours. Otherwise, run and hide like a rat you are.
Come on, Rinwell.
That's enough! How can you smile while causing pain to so many others?
We're gonna take her down.
That is the way of those who possess great power. The very way we Renans live by. Those with power set the example, and those without it are forced to obey. Though you two seem to have forgotten that's the way these things work.
Because they don't have to work that way.
Justifies your actions? You turned all those people into a hollowed sea.
What foolishness. It's only natural that the fate of a slave differ from that of its owner. Very well, I admit I did fan the flames just a tad back in Mies. But it wouldn't have mattered in the slightest if there hadn't been a spark to ignite. Without it, my actions would have been fruitless. Ultimately, it was their very own burning hatred that laid them to waste. To say it was all my fault is simply laying blame at the wrong feet.
But you gave them a reason to hate you.
No one's perfect. We all have darkness in our hearts. But the atrocities that you've committed, they're unthinkable!
Law is the best guy in the
Your
world.
Is nothing but darkness!
Kingdom Hearts is light.
Fool.
Sorry.
And time again you would challenge Renan authority without so much as an inkling of how things actually work. Such ignorance is why your kind has been enslaved.
Oh,
for
fuck
300
you.
years.
Almeidrea.
Well, if it isn't Lord Dohalim.
These people are my allies and friends. I won't let you insult them so.
Yes, Dohalim. They're my friends. That really hit home for
I
Rinwell.
never would have expected you to claim mere slaves as your companions. If I didn't know any better, I would question your noble lineage. Oh, how far the mighty have fallen. A traitor such as yourself hardly deserves to be called a lord.
Fuck you. He's a better person than you ever will be.
You are nothing compared to Dohalim.
Rinwell.
That meant so much
You would
coming
never
from
stand by and
Rinwell.
laugh. As people hollowed.
What does it matter? You're descended from those who allowed the power and knowledge entrusted to them to wither away. Your pitiful family may have feared it, but I do not. That knowledge and power is all mine to command. And now, you will witness what that power's truly capable of. Nesmold!
Jesus. This is about to be bad. This is about to be bad.
Enjoy your meal!
She's gonna ride on top of it. Oh my god, here we go.
Such sad eyes, child. Let me reunite
Oh my
you with
god.
your parents.
Is there a weak spot? Yeah, the tail. There's a tail and a head, I think. Yeah, head, tail.
I'm gonna take you down and it's the very last thing I do.
That's right. Loathe me. Every step brings you closer to being me.
We will never be like you.
You're wrong. I'm nothing like you.
You aren't anything like her, Rinwell. Even though you have a reason to hate her,
Where are you going?
you can learn that, like,
Back into the fray.
not everyone who's a Renan is horrible. Not every Danon is good. You don't live your life by hatred. You don't hate the Renans just because they're Renans. Not anymore. And that makes you way better of a person than Almeidrea.
Carve through one.
Actually, I was so fucking proud just to hear, Rinwell say, like, Lord Dohalim is nothing like you. Like, she really has accepted that Dohalim and Shion are her friends. And she knows where to put her hatred now, not to put it in the wrong spot. And blame people who didn't hurt her. Rinwell has grown so much and I love it. I love her. Can you stop shooting beams of fucking light at me?
Damn it! If only I'd been more careful.
Okay, okay. I'm learning.
You picked the wrong fight. Eat this. Here's a healing art.
Okay, I think I need to be careful when he lands, because I'm sure that does some kind of like shockwave damage.
I'm on it.
Okay, he's got fire breath.
I'm on it. You're done. Take this.
Okay, and he's got the wind things. Yeah, that definitely is shockwave damage.
Real mad.
Okay, he's gonna do the flame. Nope, I missed the mystic arts. Okay, he's gonna land. At some fucking point. Can you land, please? Okay, and now Alphen, please use that. Shion, please fucking heal yourself. And I am gonna use a peach gel. Can you fucking land, please? I don't know if we're gonna have a reason to use... Oh my god! To use the shield. Oh my god! Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna have any, like, charge attacks to use the shield, so I might as well just use it for some extra damage.
Take this. In a bind. This one's mine. Here's a healing art. First aid. Lunar corruption.
Okay, so far this is going decently, but I'm only down 1 bar.
Not today. I owe you one. Eat this. You're done. Take this. Now you see what I can do.
I think one of the scariest attacks is just when he lands, that damage when he hits the ground.
Denied. Prepare to be sealed. Here's the evil. Freeze laser.
I can't even reach his tail from here.
Here's a healing art. First aid. It's too much. Lunar corruption. This one's mine. Dare by the power of water. You're done. Here's a healing. This one's mine.
This thing lasts for a long time.
Where are you going? Here, let me help. I owe you one. Swallow blade. Right. Demon fang. Double demon fang.
Okay, he's doing flame breath.
Can't get out of this.
Oh god, he landed on me.
Take it. First aid. Armor won't save you. Ignite. Stay away. You're away. Lightning this.
I'm almost half, but I have a feeling that something else is gonna happen halfway. There's gonna be like another type of phase. Oh god. Why don't I just use a peach gel? I wanna like save my CP a little bit. I know I have a pineapple gel. I might have 1 orange gel left as well. So I at least have some options too.
The earth throbs in pain.
Where are you going? Here, let me help.
Not today!
First aid!
Eat this! I'll run you down!
Take this! Reload!
Take this!
Nothing gets by me.
Can't get out of this!
Reload! I'm out back into the... Here, let me help.
I'm on it!
Burn up! Here's a healing arm. First aid!
Now you see what I can do! Do it!
Oh, okay, okay. We're halfway. We're halfway.
Lunar corruption!
Why can I not target the tail? Oh, they split up.
Keep an eye on it, and take out the monster first.
Primed and ready.
She's no stranger to astral arts.
I can take care of that.
No, you can't because you're dead, Rinwell. Maybe I should bring Rinwell back. I have enough life bottles. Let's just do it. And let's give myself some more CP because I think I'm gonna need it. Oh wait, let's wait. Okay, so basically, Rinwell's already dead again. I'm not gonna heal you a second time. So it seems like mostly I can keep fighting Mesmold, and Almeidrea is just gonna keep sending down astral arts that we have to dodge. Okay, she's back on top of him again. What is this? This indeed looks really bad.
I'll never forgive you.
What?
I'll take you down.
Oh, Rinwell stole her astral art.
Don't scare me.
Go for it, Rinwell!
Hit her now.
I'll smash you!
Annihilation.
Blow away!
Oh, Rinwell is alive with 1 HP? When did that happen? Let me use my pineapple gel. I think I'm gonna need it for this fight.
Oh, you are gonna pay for that! Prepare to be seen!
Glacial spear. Pierce evil.
Lost my focus! Eat this! Take this!
Glacial spear. Pierce evil. Freeze laser.
Denied! First strike!
I want to cut the tail off so badly. I don't know if it's possible, but I'm hoping so.
Here, let me help. First aid.
Take this!
This one's mine.
I'm on it! I can carve through armor! Right. No further! I'm on it!
Radiant pierce. Here, let me help. First aid. Lunar corruption. Lunar blast.
I'll run you through this!
Here's a healing art.
First strike!
No, Shion's down. I need to get her up. I have a life bottle, but I need you to move, Law. That was almost really fucking bad. You know what? I need to dodge this first. No! Will you heal me? Thank you.
By the power of water.
Anything in armor is all mine!
Searing
Eat
flame.
this! You're done! Almost!
Now or never. No further.
Leave the charges to me. Denied. Just try and run. Here I go. You're mine. Mega ray. Here, let me help. First aid. Reload! I'll fix you up. This one's mine. I never miss. Turn to dust. Lunar blast. I'm all stuffed up.
No!
First aid.
Thank you.
Now or never. Can't get out of this.
Leave the charges to me.
Okay, another God's Breath. I'm just gonna dodge around the perimeter. That one lasts for so long.
Come now. Take this.
Okay, we're down to 1 bar on Mesmald. I don't want to get too greedy.
There's not enough time to heal everyone. So what do we do? Play dead? Shut up and be more defensive. Come now.
Here we go again.
What was I thinking? First aid.
No further.
Denied. Reload. Hear me, flame of fury. Hear me, flame of fury.
No!
Here's evil. Freeze Lancer. Here, let me help.
I'm on it. I'll run you through. Eat this. I'll run.
Glacial Sphere. Here's evil. Annihilation. Come now.
Anything in armor is all mine.
I'm only getting started.
Eat this. Talon Storm.
Mega Ray.
I'll run you through. Fang Blast. Take this. No further.
If it's in the sky, it's mine. By the power of water.
I don't want to waste my last peace shell for now.
Glacial Spear. Pierce evil. Freeze Lancer. Just try and run. Glacial Spear. Pierce evil. Freeze Lancer. I never miss.
I'll run you through.
Lunar corruption. By the power of water. Mega Ray.
Far enough.
Glacial Spear. Pierce evil.
The earth throbs in pain.
Right.
Here, let me help. First aid. Behold my true power. By the
No!
Not while I'm around, she isn't.
Now you see what I can do. Eat this.
Shion is definitely going down after this.
Rinwell.
Unless Rinwell takes it. There we go. Okay. I missed this the last time and it fucking destroyed my entire party.
You don't scare me. Here's a healing art.
Go for
Rinwell revives after that too on her own. That's interesting. I guess because it's like story related, Rinwell needs to be alive for that.
Where are you going? Ready to go. Denied.
Okay, Mesmald's almost down.
Thank you.
Behold my true power. Searing flame. Reload. Glacial Spear. Pierce evil.
Blow away.
Not on my watch. Freeze Lancer. Talon Storm. Shiny
out of there.
I was overconfident.
Yeah, my party just can't dodge that. Like, they just literally can't.
Nothing gets by me.
No, I just revived Shion and she's gonna do it again.
I'm all stocked up.
To me, okay, I think this is like the most annoying thing that this game does in the boss fights is when you get your, when you get the enemy down to like a certain, health point, they just do their like ultimate attack many times in a row. And I'm like, my party members cannot fucking handle this. Yeah, see, she's just gonna keep doing it until I kill her. Which means I cannot rely on Shion or anybody else now. I just need to keep doing damage as much as I can and then dodge her attack the millionth fucking time she does it. That's just an annoying way to end a fight, and I love, love, love all of the boss fights for every other reason, but I just don't get why they decided to do it like this, that like, once you get to low health, they just do the same big move 16 times in a row. Like, she's just gonna do it again until I kill her. I guess it's not as bad in this fight because, like, I can just dodge it pretty easily every time. But I feel like it's not, like, it's not as fun as the rest of the battle when I'm just dodging the same attack 20 times in a row. I still have 2,000 to go. And she charges this one up pretty fast. 1,500 still to go. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we can get it on this one or if it'll be next time. There we go. Do I still need to fight her after this, or is this gonna be the end? This might be the end. That might have been GG.
You murdered my mother and father.
Rinwell has to deal with this on her own. Yeah. Alphen knows that Rinwell can handle this.
Even now, I hate you. But here I am, unable to let go. Honestly, even if I took my hatred out on you here and now, it wouldn't make me feel any better in the long run. I realize that now. So, I won't kill you.
Yeah, Law helped her realize that she would regret it.
Justice is served the right way.
You would dare mock me with your foolish, useless pity? A Danon, nothing more than a mere slave. I won't allow you to...
It's not about what you think. Or being Danon or Renan. Because you'll atone for the crimes you committed. And that's all.
Rinwell has grown up so much, and I am so proud to hear her say that. this guy, let me guess. He's just gonna...
It's that swordsman again.
He's gonna kill Almeidrea. I bet you. He's gonna kill her.
Oh, Lord Volran.
Oh!
What brings you here?
Lord Volran.
No, forgive me. I've forgotten myself. Please allow me to make it up to you, my lord.
Yeah, he's gonna kill her for failing. He's gonna kill her for failing. I knew it. Holy shit.
Wretched snake. Does it hurt? It should. That pain is proof you're still alive. Enjoy it.
Jesus. He killed the fuck out of her.
Volran. Years ago, the Lord of Ganneth Haros met a sudden death. His successor was a man by that very name, Volran.
And like a restless lover, I've come back for more.
Oh, he's so fucking pretty though.
Stop right there!
What if he breaks the mask here? They've been talking a lot about the mask breaking. No, he didn't.
Cut me down. What?
He knows something about Alphen. It seems like he does. He's got a scar on his head. Yes! I knew it! I think, oh, the mask might break here. Yes! I knew it! I knew it! What is that symbol in his eye? It's not a glowing eye like the Renans, like I thought. He knows who he is now. That looked like Shion. Or similar to Shion, not necessarily Shion herself. What is that symbol?
Wait, what just happened to him?
He's remembering everything. I knew they started talking about what would happen if his mask broke fully right before this. Oh my god. Oh, we have another cutscene. Okay, okay.
Let go of me! Let me go!
Shion!
Alphen!
Wait, he is not getting hurt by her thorns. And he is a similar symbol? What is happening? What is happening? This is so cool. But don't you touch Shion.
Alphen!
She's reaching for him. He can feel pain without the mask. She reached for him and it hurt him. That is so painful.
Come and find me.
If you're truly the sovereign? And he stole Shion. What is going on? Oh my god, so without the mask, he can feel pain. But that Lord said, come and find me if you truly are the sovereign. I knew it. I knew he had something to do with Rena or being Renin. Test subject number 1273. The spirit channeling ceremony will begin shortly. Yeah, Renin male lab worker. He was a Renin experiment. Until then, you are to calm your mind and await further instructions. Wow.
After all this time, what be free from this hell. I can finally go home. I doubt I'll ever see this place again. Might as well walk the block once more for old time's sake.
And we're replaying his memory. This is so cool. Astral energy charging almost complete. Output stable, standing by. The maiden will maintain control over things. You just focus on not breaking your concentration while the ceremony's in progress. If you want to see her home again, you'll have to do a good job here, number 1273. To be honest, I was beginning to sweat bullets. If you hadn't worked out, who knows what we would have done. This is the first time we've managed to assemble a sovereign and maiden ready for the ceremony, after all. A sovereign and a maiden. I bet you the maiden was Shion. But seeing you make it all the way to today has put my fears to rest. But if he's an experiment, but they're saying he's sovereign, what is sovereign? Because, I mean, that's what everybody who's a lord is fighting to become. But he's a fucking experiment. So how can he be sovereign? There's so much we don't know yet. Is there a map I can look at? No. And I don't think I can go this way. What is happening? Who are you, Alphen? Oh, it's you, number 1273, or should I say sovereign? You don't understand how much time and effort we've invested to create you as our lone success. We can't risk losing you to injury at this stage. I don't know who got it in their head to start calling you sovereign. At the end of the day, you're nothing more than a test subject. Okay. So this says a little bit. I wonder, so sovereign must be more important than just like the leader of the realm or something. They need a sovereign and a maiden for a ceremony. I wonder if that has something to do with all of the astral energy that has been collected being used to somehow like power Rena or something that they need. And so I guess maybe they didn't have a sovereign, and so they tried to like create somebody who could mimic like being a sovereign in order to do what they need to do at the ceremony. Your only worth lies in your physical aptitude for the task at hand. Your thoughts and feelings are of no concern. Yeah, so he has to complete this ceremony because they didn't have anyone else that could do it. That's why they choose the lords so carefully, and the lords don't get a choice because they need a sovereign that is strong enough to be able to handle doing the ceremony. I mean, Dohalim even said that they pick lords based on who has the strongest astral energy because they needed a sovereign that can handle doing the ceremony. So there's so much more to this crown contest than just being a ruler. And I wonder if whoever gets picked as sovereign, like if they don't even know what they're actually going to be used for. That wouldn't surprise me. Wait, who else do I have to talk to? This way, maybe? Yeah. Is this the test subject, ma'am? Wow, it looks just like us. On the outside, maybe. Inside, it's as uncivilized as the rest of them. You haven't forgotten my warning from earlier, I hope? As uncivilized as the rest of them. So maybe he really is Danon, but they created him as a test subject because he had the proper aptitude to be used as sovereign, I guess? You haven't forgotten my warning from earlier, I hope? No, ma'am, no touching the test subject, right? This is very fucking interesting.
They just threaten and harass me instead. What does everyone think I am? Some sort of talking pet? They're the ones that dragged me all the way up here in the first place.
Yeah.
Bastards.
They're the ones that dragged me all the way up here.
Might as well head back to my room.
So they took him. Is this the maiden? Is it Shion or is it someone else? She does look similar to Shion. It's time, Alphen. It's finally happening, huh? I bet you this is not actually Shion. Yes, we need to change into our outfits, then meet in front of the transference device. Once this is all over, you'll finally be able to return home. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm so sorry you got dragged into all of this. It's not your fault. Let's just do what we have to and get this thing over with. Right. This is fucking interesting.
I just wanted to go back.
Something went wrong. Yes, he is Danon.
Home.
Something went wrong with the ceremony.
Alphen.
His eye is so cool.
Naori.
She is one too. Yeah, it's not Shion, but she looks like Shion. Naori. I wonder if she died. And that's the Renis Alma. Yeah, something went wrong. Why does she look so similar to Shion? Oh my god. She must have died. No, she didn't. She's not dead.
Alphen. Live for me.
Oh, she's about to die. She put the mask on him.
Naori. No. Wait, please. Wait,
So what happened to her? We don't even know if she's alive or not. Where are we? We got shipwrecked, I'm assuming.
What was that?
His memories. So does he have them all now, or just that?
That... How long ago was that?
I bet you 300 years ago. So I bet you Naori's not alive anymore. Because I bet you that was 300 years ago.
That's right. Shion.
He's feeling all the pain catch up to him.
Oh, right. That's what pain felt like.
This just got so much cooler.
For it all being a bad dream.
Everything just ramped up to 100. Alphen has memories back. He was a test subject created to fulfill Sovereign's duty. But something went wrong in the ceremony. And it was probably what happened around the same time. Oh my god, the sword is disappearing. Because Shion is not near him anymore. But, yeah, that disaster in that ceremony was, I would assume, 300 years ago. During
I need to
the
find
war.
them. Better start looking.
And it seemed like Naori put the mask on him when the war broke out because the ceremony failed. Your party disbanded. Master Core of Wind. Oh, and Shion is gone. Where are the rest of our friends? Where are we? Where did we get shipwrecked? Please tell me our friends are nearby. Everything just went to shit so quickly. But I love when stories can pull stuff like that off.
Naori. Shion.
And they're somehow connected, Naori and Shion. They must be, because they looked so similar.
Damn it.
It is gonna be hard for him to fight right now. He's shipwrecked. He just felt pain for the first time in fucking forever, probably in 300 years. Oh my god, I don't even have, like, any astral arts set for Alphen. I've not fought as him in forever. Okay, I have some art set for him now. I'm actually not sure if we are meant to win this, though. Because they are taking very little damage. Oh, I tried to do the mystic arts. Why am I suddenly not able to do them anymore?
This one's all mine. You picked the wrong fight. Take this. You're finished. Sword Rain Alpha. Sonic thrust. It's too much.
I don't think I'm supposed to win this.
Raining slash. Destruction. No escape. Shockwave splash. Take this. You're finished. Raining slash. No escape.
Can I even use items right now? I can, but I really don't think I'm supposed to win this fight.
Here I come. Sword Rain Alpha.
Or maybe I am? Let's take Peach Gel just in case I'm supposed to win this fight.
There. Pierce through. You're mine. Lewis, try harder. My turn. Sonic thrust.
Okay, maybe I can win this.
It's over. Take this. Sword Rain Alpha. No escape. It's on. You picked the wrong fight. Take this. Strike. Pierce through. Sword Rain Alpha. Take this. My turn. Sonic thrust. Sword Rain Alpha.
Alphen's not used to fighting anymore because he dies in every fucking fight.
Take this. Pierce through. It's over. Crush. Sword Rain Alpha. Sonic thrust. Not a chance. You're mine. Sonic thrust.
So I can win this, but it's really fucking hard because Alphen is
You're mine.
very fucked up,
Finish.
feeling pain for the first time in forever, just got shipwrecked, is dealing with regaining some of his memories,
Here I come.
and doesn't have the blazing sword anymore, nor can he even wield the blazing sword anymore now that he can feel pain. God, that was such a, like, beautifully written but, like, horribly tragic moment. Shion reaching out for Alphen,
Pierce through.
and he feels the pain. God, this game is just so well written.
No escape. Dragon Swarm. Shockwave Flash. Here I come.
Okay, I'm doing better now.
Strike. Pierce Storm! Raining Slash! Shockwave Slash! No escape! Destruction! Sonic Thrust! Pierce through! Sword Rain Alpha! Strike! Pierce through! You're mine! Pierce through! You're finished! Here I come! Sonic Thrust! This one's all mine! You picked the wrong fight! Pierce through! Here I come!
Jesus, see, that was so hard, and he's used to taking down such powerful enemies. But he is so messed up right now. He doesn't have his sword. He feels pain. Poor fucking Alphen. Yeah, like, even that just was so hard for him.
Alphen?
Rinwell's here! And Dohalim? Where's Law?
What happened just now?
Yeah.
Normally you'd be able to take that thing with your eyes closed.
Thank goodness you're alive. Are you all right?
I love Dohalim!
Yeah.
I'm just glad we found you in one piece. You were the only one still missing.
Okay, so Kisara and Law are here
There's
as
a village
well.
back the way we came from. Dohalim. Kisara and Law are already there.
Thank God.
Rinwell, where are we?
Ganeth Heros, Volran's realm. Remember?
We're in
Ushered by the
Volran's
waves
realm.
Straight to the enemy stronghold. A rare stroke of luck, it would seem.
Or it was on purpose. I bet you it was.
If
Volran
Volran's
wanted him
then
here.
Shion's close too, right?
He wants us to find him.
Shion? Oh. Right. Of course.
Are you sure you're feeling okay? You seem a little off.
He's probably just exhausted. Let's save the catching up for when we're back at the village.
Okay, we've got our friends back. We've got a new skill panel for Rinwell, Retired Avenger.
You sense one of your pals, Hoodle?
Where is the owl? I'm not used to being Alphen anymore. Okay, the owl is somewhere over here, right there. How do I get to that? I have to walk around, I think.
Speaking of Dohalim, it's populated by Danans, but they're not under the rule of any lord. Pretty refreshing, huh?
Interesting.
The whole town was built by Danan defectors, escapees from elsewhere.
Oh!
This area's teeming with stray Zoogles, though, so heaven only knows how they managed to set up a community here. The ordeal seems to have left them understandably on edge. Kisara and La are back there right now, trying to convince them of our good intentions. Say, Alphen, it looks like you got your face back then.
Yeah, and some of my memories too. He's so
And a
fucked
sense
up
of
about
pain,
it.
Too, it would seem. Any connection?
Really? Oh, but that means...
Probably.
I wonder if Alphen's going to be okay.
For now, I believe we should hold off on speculation. Simply keep an eye on him.
Right.
Poor
You're
Alphen.
saying
This
we
is
should
so
check
much
the
for
owl forest?
anybody to deal with. Well, there's Kisara and Law.
Alphen! Boy, am I glad to see you safe.
Well, Did you manage to convince them we're not in league with any lord?
Yeah, eventually.
When the ship sank, I thought we were done for. Guess the world just couldn't keep us apart.
Or Vohalim wanted us here.
And now we can finally go rescue
Vo
Shion.
something. Even Rinwell wants to rescue Shion. She loves her friends, Danon or Renan. She has learned and come
There's
such a long way.
something I
I
need to tell you
fucking
guys
love
first.
her. Yeah, he's got to talk about his past.
I got my memory back.
So he got all of it. He just doesn't know how long ago his memory is from.
So, what did you remember? Are you able to tell us now?
Give the man some space, Law.
Aw, Law means well.
I remember being up on Lenegis.
Go on.
I was abducted from Dana. I was told if I ever wanted to return home, I'd have to cooperate. So that's what I did. Next thing I knew, they had made me into the Sovereign.
You mean to say you won the crown contest? As a Danon?
No, that's
No.
not what Sovereign is meant
They
for.
kept me locked in a strange facility. They experimented on me, like I was nothing more than an animal. There were others, but only I survived.
Yeah, that ceremony wiped out everybody
Of course, I
somehow.
wasn't really a king. The reality was that they treated me worse even than the lowest slave. The only reason I survived was because my body was able to withstand the Sovereign's power that they placed inside me.
I want to
The crest
know.
that appeared behind you on Almeidrea's ship must have undoubtedly been that of the Sovereign.
I want to know if the ceremony was
It all
supposed to
makes
do that
sense
or if
now.
it failed.
Your affinity with the blazing sword, the strange powers you possess, they were all because you were the Sovereign.
This is crazy.
Okay, but why would the Renans go out of their way to give you all that power? Just what exactly does being the Sovereign entail?
They need it. Sovereign is not just meant to be a king.
They said it was for something called the spirit channeling ceremony. They taught me how to harness my power for when the big day came.
Yeah, they have everyone
As for
fooled.
what the ceremony was actually for, unfortunately, I never found out.
Being sovereign is not what people think it is.
So if what you're saying about being on Lenegis is true, then maybe you really did meet Shion.
No, I think it was
After all,
300
you
years
said you
ago.
recognized her from somewhere, right?
But Shion said she'd never seen him before. How do you explain that?
She just looks like Naori.
I was wrong. It wasn't Shion I knew from Lenegis. It was Naori. She was a Renan maiden they paired me with during the spirit channeling ceremony. She's the woman I kept seeing in my dreams.
And he has no idea what
maiden?
happened to her.
What?
Wait, so this Naori figure just happens to be the double of Shion? Bit coincidental, isn't it?
I'm sure it's anything
Naori's
but.
family name was Imeris.
Yeah. Imeris.
As in Shion Imeris?
So they're distant relatives or something? Wait, or are they sisters?
No,
Sure,
I
guess
think
as
it's
good as
really
mine.
distant.
All I know is it was Naori. She's the one who put the mask on me.
This
The
is
mask?
getting so
But why?
interesting.
To keep my soul from devouring itself over the guilt.
After he destroyed everyone.
After what I did on Lenegis. over the lives I took.
Lives? You mean you staged a rebellion?
Perhaps it was a part of this spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know. Whatever it was.
Okay,
that
so it was a
spiritual ceremony
failure.
was supposed
That
to
was
achieve
not supposed to happen.
Didn't turn out as planned. I lost consciousness halfway through. By the time I came to, Lenegis was a sea of flames. I opened my eyes to see Naori there, weeping. I shudder to think of how many deaths I caused that day. Certainly more than any of these lords can claim, I'm sure.
But it wasn't your fault. They forced
really
you to
expect
do
us
that.
believe this? First the Sovereign, then Lenegis? You couldn't possibly have done all that.
But he did.
I wonder. In ancient scripture, there is tale
Yes,
of terrible
300 years
calamity
ago.
that befell Lenegis, nearly destroying it. The restoration took years and required the work of countless laborers.
By ancient, you mean...
It predates the crown contest, to a time before even the first Renan invasion of Dana.
Even more than 300 years.
More than 300
Yes.
years ago.
300?
I called this
But that'd make Alphen...
so long ago. I called this so long ago. Yeah.
That's right. I'm pretty much an antique of a human being.
So he almost destroyed Lenegis and everything on it before the crown contest.
Deep down, maybe I already knew.
Alphen...
They must have created the crown contest because of his failure.
Cooperating with the same villains who snatched me from my home, committing mass slaughter, only for it to slip my mind.
That's why he didn't like being called a
Then when I
hero.
finally remember. Turns out I'm so old I've got scripture written about me.
Poor Alphen. Oh my god.
So much for standing up to injustice. I've probably got more blood on my hands than all the lords combined.
Alphen, stop!
It's not your fault. They did this to you.
Honestly, I'm not going to pretend to understand what all this means. But what I do know is that right now, you're just reacting to the shock.
This is insane. The crown contest must have been started because of Alphen's failure.
Listen, what you really need is time. Time to process things and get your head straight. Truth be told, I think that probably goes for all of us.
What about Shion? We can't just...
I'm worried about Shion too, Law. But it's clear that Alphen's in no fit state to fight.
Oh, they're all worried about her.
This is Volran, remember? Even at full capacity, it's practically a suicide mission. We stay put in the village till we're ready. Okay, everyone?
That's smart. Kisara has a really good head on her shoulders. She cares about people as much as anyone else, but she
Take
knows
some
they
time
can't
to
go
think
right
things
now.
through, okay? But remember, we're all here for you if you need us. No matter how dark things might seem, you're not alone, Alphen.
I love their fucking family. And they all have gotten so much closer now, especially because even Rinwell has come to realize that she loves all of them.
It's fine. All right, everyone. Let's break for now.
And Shion has realized that she loves all of them. Dohalim has realized that these are his friends. They have become such a tight-knit family, and Alphen is definitely gonna need them to process all that he's thinking. Your party disbanded. I truly think that whatever the Sovereign's role is, they need a Sovereign and a Maiden in order to do this like spirit channeling ceremony. My best guess would be that this ceremony is to like power Rena or something like that. Like they need that astral energy to maybe power their technology or something along those lines. And so every so often they need a sovereign to do this ceremony. But for whatever reason, 300 years ago, they didn't have anyone that was fit to be sovereign. So they stole somebody from Dana that was compatible with the powers of sovereign and used him for the ceremony. But the ceremony failed. Lenegis was almost destroyed. So many people died that they knew that they needed a different way to get all of the energy needed for this ceremony and to get a sovereign that was compatible with the ceremony. So their response to this failure was to invade Dana, make all the people slaves so that they could collect the energy, and then take the strongest of the strong from Rena in order to compete to gather the energy and become sovereign, because those were the only people that could withstand Sovereign's power and complete this ceremony to save Rena. It's fucking, oh, this is crazy. Like, because it makes sense why they would do that, but at the same time, it's a terrible, horrible, awful thing that they did, and they destroyed so many lives, killed so many people because of this. And all of it stems back to this one failure, which isn't Alphen's fault, by the way, because they stole him from his home, experimented on him, and forced him to do this ceremony. So it wasn't his fault at all. But this is the reason for the Renan invasion of Dana. This is why they took over. Everything is getting so fucked up.
Do I have the right to fight? Do I have the right to go to Shion's rescue?
You do have the right to rescue her. It wasn't your fault. They stole you from your home and made you into this experiment. So I have to talk to the other party members, and then that is gonna be the last thing that I'm gonna do today. Okay, let's talk to everybody. Where's Kisara? I want to talk to Kisara first, and then Dohalim, and then Law. Oh, wait. Somebody's all the way over there. So let's talk to everybody who's in this general vicinity first. And who's over here? Kisara's over here. So Law's the one that's all the way on the other side.
What do you see out there?
Zeugles. Strays by the looks of it. We unwittingly disturbed their territory on our way here, and now they're looking pretty riled up. So, feel like you're making headway? You know, sorting through things?
All I know is Shion needs our help. As for what happens after that...
Say, how did you get back down here from Lenegis anyway?
I came down in a Renan starship. I have Naori to thank for that.
What happened to her? Did she come with you?
She stayed behind. Just as I wanted to get back to Dana and my people, Naori's place was with her fellow Renans, performing her duties as the Maiden. Neither of us asked for the power or roles we were given. I suppose we felt a kinship with each other in that sense. But even then...
Wait, so you mean it wasn't just Danans like you that Lenegis abducted? You're saying they forced Naori, one of their own, to serve against her will as well?
Even within Renan society itself, there exists a hierarchy. I don't think she was ever given the option to refuse. Despite that, she did everything she possibly could to serve her people. The very same ones I ended up slaughtering.
It wasn't your fault.
And even after that, she still helped me escape back to Dana.
She knew it wasn't Alphen's fault.
She stayed behind on Lenegis to help any of her people who survived. I owe her more than words can express. A debt left to fester for what? 300 years? How do I even begin to make up for something like that?
In all honesty, you don't. You can't atone for what's happened in the past. I don't think anyone can. Be it several centuries ago, or just yesterday.
What are you saying? That I might as well give up?
I'm saying you don't have to be a white knight in shining armor. Back after my brother had passed away, it was you who told me that his dream lived on inside me. And you did the same for him, for Dohalim, when he was ready to give up too. You were there for both of us.
Aww.
You know what I heard? I heard you telling me to keep fighting, to strive no matter what.
And I was out of line. I had no right to ask that of you.
But
No,
he
you're
did.
wrong. Those words were exactly what I needed to hear at the time. In fact, I would go as far as to say that I wouldn't even be here had I not heard them. Left to my own devices, who knows when I would have been able to pick myself up. Besides, it's not like killing all those people was a choice that you made of your own free will, right?
No, they forced
The
him.
truly terrible ones are the people
They
who
spelled
abducted
people
you.
wrong.
The ones who forced you to wield that power. They're the ones you should be blaming. Not only that, but that guilt you feel inside, that's all the proof you need to know you're a good person, Alphen. Do you understand? If I'm still allowed to fight and keep on living, then damn it, Alphen, so the hell are you.
I love Kisara.
But if you're still not convinced, then ask yourself this. What is it that you've really been fighting for this whole time? Go on, ask yourself.
What I've been fighting for, huh?
Aww. Alphen will get through this. It's just a lot to regain all his memories like that at once and realize that he was forced to do awful things. But he will get through it with the help of his
It was
friends.
the worrying about Shion and the pain bringing you down. I didn't realize you were lonely too.
I guess all of us are. In one way or another.
But now we have each other.
Yeah, but you've only just found out. I mean, no, not found out. Remembered.
To tell you the truth, I was actually beginning to forget I'd even lost my memory in the first place. Now that it's returned, well, you can see what I'm like. It's strange. When I think about Lenegus, it still feels like it was only a year or two ago that I was there. But then I realized what feels like years was actually centuries ago.
What about your hometown? Do you know if it's still there?
I doubt it. When the Renans invaded, the world as I knew it changed overnight. Even if the place is still there physically, I expect the people will be long gone. Certainly everyone I knew, at least. My family, my friends.
Yeah, I know how that feels. I have no home to return to either. No family waiting for me.
That's
I
true.
used to curse my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Otherwise, if I hadn't, maybe my mother and father would still be alive today. Although if that had been the case, I guess I'd probably still be just another slave with no means to resist. I'd never have met up with you guys, that's for sure.
Have you learned to embrace your powers yet?
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before, though. They've kept me alive this long, right? I try not to think about it too much. After all, who can predict what the future will hold?
I
I
love
guess what I'm trying to say
Rinwell.
is that with everything that's happened in your past, finding out you're the sovereign and all, it's no wonder you're conflicted. Heck, honestly, I think anyone would be.
Rinwell.
First it was Shion, then it was me, and now it's you. All of us suffering, just because of some power we never even asked for.
Yeah. All this time you were suffering right in front of me, and I never even knew. I feel like I finally understand what you and Shion were going through.
Yeah, none of them wanted to
You
have the
couldn't have known.
powers they were given.
Still, if you want to make it up to her, shouldn't we hurry it up and rescue her already?
We should
Or
definitely
Shion
rescue
must be
her.
lonely, all by herself wherever she is.
Yeah, you're right. Let's get going.
Okay, 2 more people to talk to, and then I'm gonna end it here. I just want to get through these
You're
cute little
certainly full of
cutscenes.
surprises, aren't you?
Trust me,
Indeed.
it's not intentional.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand. Every new piece of information seems only to yield further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Danon, do you bear the same crest as the current Renin sovereign?
I wonder if that's the symbol in his
More to
eye, is
point,
the sovereign
why choose
crest.
a Danon for their sovereign in the first place? And then there is the Maiden, a figure so powerful, she's playing yin to the sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremonies. And
Yeah, they
yet,
need both.
never even heard of her.
They keep it
Then
secretive,
again,
apparently.
This all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then? Listen, I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renin, born and raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Yeah, I think that's
Speaking of
true.
which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. And you never participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renin. Many mysteries lay buried in these 3 centuries past.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was I really out that long?
Well, I'm only estimating based on historical record. But all the facts would seem to point that way.
Who the hell am I?
If I may be frank, we have even bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison, the far more important question at hand is, just what does it all mean?
Frank, huh?
Sometimes, we need a little help in addressing the truth behind our pain. Not to compete over lives lost, but I suspect your count is still somewhat beneath mine.
Thanks for lending me an ear. And sorry for being a bother.
Please, no thanks are necessary. The quicker you get back on your feet, the sooner we can all get back out there.
I love Dohalim. That was a nice, like... Obviously, he's still, like, trying to cheer Alphen up, but he took a more, like... I guess, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, a realistic approach to it, I guess, because he's, like... trying to figure out what all of this means, which is just as important as, like, how Alphen, you know, is dealing with it. Like, and figuring out what it means could actually help Alphen just as much as, like, him trying to come to terms with it on his own. Because what Dohalim is saying about, like, their history being a total lie, I 100% believe that. I think that the people who are competing in the crown contest don't actually know the real truth of what they are supposed to do as sovereign. They're competing just because they need to hold all of that energy and power for a ceremony that they probably don't even know about. So even the lords are being tricked. All for some big conspiracy that very few people in the world seem to even know exists.
Alphen, are we gonna go rescue Shion or what?
Aw, he's worried.
What's gotten into you, man? Aren't you worried about her?
Do I even have any right to be?
If you were in my place, you'd say, to hell with all that. What do you want to do?
Aw, my
Sounds like
baby.
Pretending I have all the answers
Oh.
is kind of my forte.
It's okay.
Come on, man. Snap out of it. This isn't like you. Look, I get it. You finally remember your past, only to feel like you've lost yourself again. You're in shock, and who wouldn't be? Worse still, you blame yourself for what happened. And yeah, I don't agree, but that doesn't mean I don't understand either.
Yeah, Law
But here's
knows
the
too
thing.
well about blaming
None
himself.
of that's got anything to do with Shion.
I guess.
It's about Naori, isn't it? Look, you're still here, aren't you? Who's to say this chick isn't alive and kicking out there somewhere, too? Fine, I've said my piece. The thing is, though, where does this leave Shion?
My power consumed me once already. I left behind a path of fire and destruction. And the same thing could happen again. I can't guarantee anyone's safety, including Shion's.
Well, we can't guarantee your
So you
safety
think we might
either
get
if we
burned up
don't
because of your
rescue
sovereign
her.
powers? I can think of worse ways to go.
Oh my god, Law,
Come on,
he's so
fight this thing.
loyal.
What happened to the guy who talked to me after my dad died? The one who cared enough to reach out and save me. That's the guy I was proud to follow. Not this faltering imposter who's taken his place.
Law.
No, I'm serious. What's gotten into you, man? Just give me the word and I'll beat some sense into you if that's what it takes.
Law's my favorite person
Now,
in the
I'm gonna
world.
ask you this once and only once. Are you serious about rescuing Shion or not? What's it gonna be, Alphen?
What do you think? Of course I want to rescue her. Hell, I'd do it right now if I could.
Alphen kind
So
of
then
needed
quit
that tough
wiping
love
your
right
day
now.
already.
Law knew. Law knew what he needed.
Listen, you're probably right about all this.
Alphen.
It's exactly like you said. Whatever happened in my past has nothing to do with Shion. But there's still so much that there I go again. So much for the inspiring Alphen of old.
He could be a pain sometimes. Besides, even a hero has to let the cracks show once in a while, right?
Aww.
I guess you're right.
Law's the fucking best.
Just give me a little more time to fill in the cracks. And thanks, Law.
Hey, don't even mention it. You've totally got this, Alphen. I believe in you.
Law believes in his friends so unconditionally.
Back to the inn, I guess.
He believes in them more than anything, and he knows that Alphen wants to rescue Shion, but he's so caught up in, like, his past and feeling guilty that, like, he's losing sight of it. So Law knew that, like, you need to stop thinking about all of that right now and just focus on the next step. Because everything that's happening, everything that Alphen is learning is like 10 steps ahead, and it's so much bigger than anything else. So right now, they need to just focus on saving Shion. That's the next thing that they can do. And not only that, but like, Shion has nothing to do with like any of Alphen's crazy sovereign powers right now. He's worried he could somehow hurt his friends again. But even if he doesn't do that, like, Shion is still in danger now. So if you don't go save her because you're worried that your powers are too dangerous, like, then she's not gonna get saved. So you just need to focus on the next step and worry about all of the big things once you complete that. And so Law, I think, like, really tried to get that in his head. Like, you can't keep focusing too much on the big picture when we have, like, smaller things that require much more attention right now. I don't know. I fucking love Law. I think Alphen needed the tough love a bit, but then he also needed to hear how much Law truly believes in him. Because he does. And this whole little family, they're gonna get through it together. They have each other, they care about each other, and they all are supporting each other, which we very clearly just witnessed, because all of them, in their own way, let Alphen know how much they believe in him and tried to help him through what he's going through. So, on the next episode, we're gonna continue onward with our rescue mission. We are gonna sleep at the inn, and then I'm assuming we're gonna go attempt to rescue Shion. I can't wait to figure out just what is going on with the crown contest in the first place, what the role of sovereign really means, and everything about the history of Rena that nobody even knows. It's a secret to really everybody, but we are gonna figure out those secrets next time. Or maybe not next time, but we're gonna figure them out at some point. The truth will come out, and we will free the people of Dana and make peace if we can. But all that is gonna have to wait until after we rescue Shion. Thank you guys so much for watching. Go ahead and leave a like if you enjoyed it. Check out my Ko-fi link in the description if you'd like to support the channel. And hit subscribe to become a fledgling and join the clan. I will see you guys on the next episode. Bye!